not hay.
An interesting headpiece you have there. We've had a bit of a flood.
There we go.
Okay, I just got a call from my husband. He is on his way home. He's bringing home the bacon, like 36 pounds of it. He went to the meat locker and picked up our meat, which is finished being processed. It's from a local producer, one of our neighbors and friends, who is trying their hand at raising pork this year. And so we're really excited to try it. And he's coming home with a whole pig's worth of meat for our freezer. So I'm going to get on that, get everything all ready. It's exciting, but lots of work to do. Wow, that is a lot of bacon. Oh, my mercy sakes. Beautiful. Brussels sprouts are my son's favorite vegetable. And if I'm honest, I don't think I ever ate Brussels sprouts before I was an adult person. If I did, it was probably something I intentionally forgot about. But I was doing a blog where I was learning something new every day back around 2010. And one of the things that I wanted to learn was, you know, about different vegetables and fruits that I hadn't really tried before. And so I decided to get some Brussels sprouts and give them a whirl. You know, find those hated. It was actually, I think the catalyst was the blue cheese, because I thought, oh, blue cheese, that has a very pungent smell and it's very kind of stigmatized for being bad. And then I tried it and I decided I really liked it. And I made it a part of our broccoli and blue cheese soup recipe. And so I have kind of learned to expand my palate preferences. And so I wanted to tackle other foods that I didn't know if I liked or not, and kind of feel them out and figure out how to make them tasty. I usually would like to spread them out into a single layer. Did I season it okay? Or do I need to add more?
Where's the
Himalayan pink?
And how much of that did you put in?
I haven't put any of that in yet.
Oh, well then you need 1,000% more of that.
This is another of our favorite seasonings, which is really, really good. Let's see if I can find the ingredients here. It tastes amazing. It's kind of, we put this on almost everything. Now we got some of that nice browning on there. Man, that adds a lot of really great flavor. Yes, make it rain. Which barbecue sauce is it? Oh, Stub Sicky Sweet. Oh, yes. Here we are. Tasty Brussels sprouts. Oh, yeah. Colby Jack cheese for the finale. Oops. So we got a delivery in the mail that is very exciting. This is my phone gimbal device thingy that Mr. Adventure found for me online, and so that I can I think he's that I'll try not to take it as a derogatory statement against the steadiness of my
it's definitely derogatory about the steady.
Yeah,
No one can make it steady enough.
Oh yes, and I have a little shakiness anyway sometimes because of my hand jitters from MS. So having a nice steady tool will be awesome. Hopefully. You want to see what I found that's funny?
What?
Here, turn.
An egg!
It is an egg. Some goofy chicken has decided to make a nest in our hay barn. I guess it'll make for an interesting hunt if we have to go searching for our eggs. Aw, star-crossed goaties. Latte wants to play with the other goats. Mother Matcha does not approve. Yeah, Blue looks about as excited about the rain as I am. You guys better not be eating my herb garden. Oh, I see you there. Little farmer boy and I picked cherries at Nana's house, and so I will be processing through these cherries and get them ready so that we can freeze them and use them for later. My mother got me this neat little tool that I have found to be really handy when it comes to pitting cherries, because you kind of score along it here and then it just neatly scoops the pit out, and then you have a much more intact cherry at the end. I've got about a pound of lovely tart cherries here ready to use and processed, and I can put them in the freezer and have them available when we're ready to use them. So on to the next task. Okay, so that's another thing crossed off the list. I wanted to get the lower branches of these trees cut so that Mr. Fecker could get in a little closer with the lawnmower and with the weed whacker. Trees like this, for instance, it's a great place for predators to hide, and so we're kind of working on making it so that it's a little less predator friendly. Nope, you gotta get down. Down. Ugh. Okay. Yes, that's a good girl. Now, chuck that in there. Try to put it somewhere where it's not touching the ground. Hey, fellas. Oh, you seem to be excited. Down. Down. That's a boys. That's good boys. Whoops, sorry. Good boys. I have overdone it. This is one of those things where it might be fine when I'm going out. It might be totally fine and it doesn't feel too hot, but I didn't have my hair up. The type of fabric in the shirt that I was wearing was keeping the heat in, and it did not take long for me to get overheated. So I'm going to sit down and behave myself and drink lots of ice water and try to cool myself off. Ooh, that is some beauteous bacon. I'm excited to eat this bacon. If I'm not mistaken, Matcha only has 2 babies. So, Latte, ah, da, da, da. Don't be naughty to my baby. Don't even think about it. No, Well, I'd like to help outside, but it appears I'm bleeding, so I should probably take care of that. Yeah, I got scratched pretty decently.
What do you want me to do?
My toe is
now?
mostly punctured.
What do you want me to do now? It's also right here and right there, right there.
Oh, sanitizing wipe for the ankle.
The alcohol pad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi guys, this is future editor me, noticing that there's a little bit of a gap in the story here, and that I should kind of explain what happened that night. Obviously, Latte was able to get into the pen with Matcha and her babies. Matcha and Maple had been kind of butting through the fence, kind of in a territorial display back and forth, and they had broken a section of the wire between the fences. Because the fence was broken, Latte was able to get into the area with Matcha and her babies. Maple was not with her to protect her. As you saw in the video, I was a little confused about, wait, how did she get in there? And before I could even process what was happening, Matcha made a move at her and was about ready to barrel her over. Unfortunately, this is one of the truths that comes with livestock, is that these creatures have their own rules about how to do things. And there's a lot of interesting dynamics when it comes to a herd of goats, and So we have to be really aware of these things and be conscientious about them and kind of roll with the punches when they come, or roll with the headbutting in this case. But so we had to act very quickly. Latte kept trying to squeak through the hole, and we knew it was going to be quite the endeavor to try to fix it. But we had to make sure that Latte was going to be safe. So what we did was we went ahead and switched Matcha and her two babies into the yearling pen, and we put the yearlings next to Mabel. Now, Mabel is much less territorial when it comes to the yearling. Brussels and Buttercup are her babies, and Wheatley, he's very submissive to her, and he's very, he gets along with her. And so I knew that she wasn't going to be having those territorial displays with them, and that the fence was going to be safer. The patch job that we were able to do would hold up long enough to get everything all sorted out. Also, we were not planning on doing this sort of thing in the evening after all of the light had gone out, and the reason that we were actually outside right then was because we were in the middle of some cleanup efforts in the yard, and we weren't able to do that because we were dealing with the goats. But there was a section of fence that was in the yard, and I couldn't see it in the dark, and it tried to eat my leg. So that's why I got injured. I hope this catches you up on everything, and we can get back to the story.
Well, here we go. Turn the power on. We've got full battery. Light works. One works.
Yes! Ho ho! Success! Oh, huzzah!
Works.
Awesome. Are you gonna load it up and take it back tomorrow, or?
Sure.
Sweet. It's kind of strange to have an empty spot here where the bike was, but makes the room a lot bigger. It's already July. How in the world did that happen? We have a busy outing planned ahead, so heading out into the world, and I appreciate the fact that things are finally starting to slow down to the place where I can catch up on these things and kind of go from there. But I feel like June just came and went, and we've gotten an immense amount of stuff done in the month of June. So it's not that we didn't get things done, it's that it just felt like it went so quickly that we didn't have time to stop and really appreciate what we got done. Today is my mom's birthday, which is always fun and exciting. It's also my aunt's birthday. Yes, they are twins. So we are having my mom over for some festivities later, and so the kids wanted to decorate it up and make it all festive, so we're planning on doing that. Anyway, all right, I'm out the door. We got stuff to do today. Keep an eye on the place while we're gone, okay? You got this. I know. There's a little dragonfly that keeps scooping the loop past the car. Oh, here he goes. Those barns took a lot of damage on Rachel last year.
Yeah, those poor barns. Oh, look, there's some barns over there. Oh, there are? Oh, hi, Kelly.
I love seeing the baby cowies in the field.
They're running around, headbutting, frolicking, doing whatever the heck they want.
Well, we're done with all of our shopping, and who should we see at the last store but my aunt? So I was able to tell her happy birthday. How fun was that? Fortuitous timing. We are thankfully done shopping. It didn't take very long, but we did run into some issues trying to find stuff because the shelves were a little bit bare. And that's a little troubling.
I want to have a whole crop of raspberry burrs in there.
So, what are you doing with this glorious slab of meat here?
I'm going to be slicing it. It's like Filipino bacon. You just buy these packets. You put it in a bowl with the meat and marinate it, and then you cook it in a pan with a little water.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So you're just slicing up the meat to put in with the
Slicing up the meat
sauce.
to put it in.
Little Mally, you gotta be careful because she got those little horns. She poked her head through the hole here, through one of these holes in the fence, and she got stuck because of her horns, didn't she? Thank you for letting me know, Mama. Yeah. Get down. Get down. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, who's a good girl? Yes. I'll get you some treats, okay? I'll get you some greens, and then you won't have to poke your head through. How about that? Yeah. Today is Saturday, and we are getting ready to go on a dump run. A lot of the things on the trailer are things that we've collected up throughout the week and have earmarked for taking to the landfill. There is a place there you can take scrap metal to be recycled. Now, we do have scrapper friends and family members who scrap metal, but the level of metal is really inconsequential. It's like bits of fence and really not going to be much use to anybody, and so we are going to go ahead and take that ourselves. Now, I gotta tell you, this is a little bit hard as far as homestead tasks go, because we don't like to waste anything, and I'm sure that's pretty true across the board. Most homesteaders are pretty clingy when it comes to their resources, and so it's kind of hard to let go of stuff, but these are things that we've had around, and we've tried to think of uses for them, but it's just not feasible or practical to use them. We're trying to be responsible with the materials that we do have here, and we do repurpose a lot of stuff. If you're willing to let go of the stuff that you can't use, you have somewhere to put the stuff that you can. We have had a couple of people who have offered us some new materials and resources, and so we would like to clear some space for the good stuff. Now, it's kind of nice today because normally when we're doing a dump run, we are also hauling hay. It's kind of a go over with something and come back with something sort of thing. We're pretty good on hay right now though, so we are gonna just go to the landfill, and maybe we'll pick up a couple of bales of straw on the way back, and we can put them on the trailer. Okay, now we gotta unstrap it and everything all dumped in. Need about 400 of them, maybe. Now that Maple and the yearlings have had a little chance to hang out together, they've been next door to each other for a few days, we are going to reintegrate the flock. So Maple and Latte are going to rejoin the yearlings. We want to do this for a couple of reasons. The main one being that it would be really nice to set up the area where Maple and Latte are as a milking station. So it would be handy to move the stanchion into the barn area and have it kind of set up as a separate area for milking, so that the quality of the milk is better if it's not collected around all the other goats and and it would be handy to have everything all in there. The other thing is that it makes logistical sense to reintegrate the flock if we can, because it does take more work with each pen setup, because each pen needs water, each pen needs food. It just makes more sense to do that logistically to cut down on their workload. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a try. I know it's going to be a little nerve-wracking because, of course, there's a hierarchy. And it's going to be interesting to see how it goes, because the relationship between Maple and her yearlings is going to be slightly different because she has a baby now and she's going to be very protective of Latte. I think it'll be okay seeing how they've been interacting since we moved them back next to each other. But I guess we will see. We're going to keep a close eye on everybody while we go through the process, and hopefully it'll go smoothly. Okay, guys. You want to go play with your sister and brothers? Oh, look at there. Yeah. Aw, see? Happy reunions. Yeah, happy reunions. Yeah. Checking it out. Oh, look at her go. Yeah. Yeah. Bring it back in. I guess you could just let him poke around for a little bit. No harm in that. Hey. Oh, look at her go. He's like, chill out. She's like, chill out. Uh-oh. Oh, see? He gave her leeway. That was good thinking there. Good job. I think that Wheatley's smart enough to not stir the waters. Look at her go! Buttercup's gonna be excited to play with her. Aww. Oh, hey now. Oh, that's cute. She's like, oh, it's just a. She's kind of giving him the drill, saying, "Hey, if you're gonna be playing in here, you gotta behave yourself, because I got a baby." Oh. Even Wheatley looks excited to play with her. Oh, oh, now you guys be good.
Picture!
I can't imagine being able to eat pine branches like that.
Yeah, it's just pokey. They're just pokey.